So our final game of the afternoon will be the Hunters taking on the Titans. This is a good matchup on paper. You're going to see a lot of athleticism. You will see some big-time scores. You're going to see heavy guard play, and this one should be very entertaining. And this also could come down to the late fourth quarter, last couple of possessions, and we'll see how it plays out. Titans look very impressive in their Week 1 win. The Hunters, as I mentioned, they're a good-looking team, and they also looked very impressive in a Week 1 win. Hunters will be down in the white uniforms. You see a little mixing in the green. And the Titans in those kind of off grayish with a little blue stripe here and there, almost like a tinted kind of color. Set the starting lineups too. And the one interesting point of reference this evening with this game, especially if you're a Titans fan, they have a very strong mental kind of fortitude about them with some of the players that they have on the squad. They want to rely on their defense, but they also want to look for the best shot selection. Nothing. Early lead by the Hunters. You just give it right back up. Ball on the floor, so we want to set it for you as well. We always like to do that within the first moment or two of the broadcast. We like to let it kind of breathe a little bit. So we'll go over some particulars. Next stop is play 2-2. We'll pick out 3. So it'll be Norris, Price, Daniels, Richardson, Taylor for the Hunters, Blair, Magasa, Flynn, CB, and Dotterwich for the Titans. Dotterwich is a good-looking scorer, and Blair is a very versatile player. Norris had a big outing for the Hunters, too. He's a player to watch, and he's just scintillating. Tyler's going to go to the line. 2-2, early on in the first quarter. Zhang checks in, sharpshooter for the Titans. I mentioned Blair, he's number 3 for the Titans. Keep an eye out for him. Dotterwich is number 29. He's also a sniper. So this will be an entertaining one. 7:25 to go in this opening stanza. 4-2. Hunters lead it by 2. Zhang has it, gives it up. look to receive it one more time. They turn it away, and they get it right back up. Zhang, catch and shoot off the mark. And Fidel Norris was the player to watch for the Hunters in week 1. Nice shot. Confident stroke with the 3 ball. Tyler, we just saw that knock down that 3, coming back the other end. Rejected, and then the follow. Weissman of the other guards has it right now, catch and shoot, that's off. Daniels is another good-looking guard for the Hunters. So as I said, both players respectively, both teams have really good guard play, and they're a very deep, skilled position players. So the forwards can get down on the low block. The guards can penetrate. Timeout on the floor. 5:35 to go, 7-2. Hunters up by 5. So again, the Hunters in the white. We take a look at the Titans right now, huddling up. Titans have to limit the Hunters' opportunities for fast break points. Again, it's about that defense. And I think what you saw in that first game that the Titans won, they win by 7. I think it was just getting acclimated. I think it was also, first game jitters. I think a lot of these teams jitters, playing pro ball for the first time, different venue, getting acclimated. And it's going to take time. So you can't really read into 1 week. Price with the left hand. I mean, they can beat you in so many different ways. Norris, Baker, Price, Daniels. Two-man game. They'll swing it off the mark, picked around, long outlet for the Hunters. And the left hand lay-in one more time. Couple turnovers, it turned to a 9-point lead. Good rebound, tough one underneath. Looking for the contact, not going to get it. Got to get back on defense. Opportunity for the Hunters. That drops home. And just like that, 14-2, and a 5 to play in this first quarter. Little inauspicious start for the Titans right now, down 12. Drop off balance 3, skies it, high arcing one. What a brilliant first 5 minutes of this opening quarter by the Hunters. And a good strong take to the tin. And they were desperate. They needed that one, did the Titans. And that's Flynn, 6'3", American forward. Springfield College, averaged about 13 and 4. He goes to the line, stop the bleeding and the run. Hartnett tried to tap it back. Nice entry pass. And just gave it right back there. So you see the intensity early on, 4 minutes into this opening quarter. Hunters lead it 17-4, 13-point deficit right now. Titans work themselves into. Zhang wanted that entry fast. Off balance off the glass. Right-handed shot, but you saw Zhang flash in the corner for a moment. Blair tried to cheat, go for the steal, and they've got numbers. Nice drop off in transition, can't get it to fall, rebound, and the putback's good. So a little 4-0 burst, 17-8 right now. Stop and pop, and that drops. Every player on the floor for the Hunters can score. I mean, that's how balanced they are. That's how deep they are. Another good rebound. Hartnett to follow using that 6'8" frame. Dominant rebounder, veteran presence, much needed. 19-10, 9-point deficit right now for the Titans. Zhang thought about it, puts him on the floor, explosives in, reverse layup with the right hand, gorgeous. Very athletic. Wants it. Step back. That doesn't fall. And the Titans now want to get out. 19-12. I like this pace. Drop off one more time. Those are the opportunities. If the Titans want to win this game, second chance opportunities, second chance points, can they'll afford to not put those back in. They trail by 7, 19-12, 1:25 to go in this opening quarter. You can tell already these two teams, it gives you that kind of playoff intensity in number 2. It's a critical game. Both squads have 2 points. Zhang thought about the Coffin corner, banging, using his body. They'll drop it off one more time. They turn it over. No, they get it right back. Hunters now want to get out and run. Daniels has been quiet. I believe that was Price finishing. Baker slides over. And that three's off the mark. Tipped around a little fortuitous, though. And the left hand count it. So the contact. Dodorich goes to the line. 6'3". American guard. Played in the TBL for the Cincy Warriors. Also an avid trail runner, a long-range sniper. He had a very productive performance in that 87-80 win to start things off in week 1. Again, condensation on the floor, a little slippery. 21-15, first quarter flew by. Final 19, Titans come over for the last shot. Reverse, tough shot off the glass. Tough angle as well. Long three. That's off the mark. And that's how the first quarter is going to end. So a nice little run by the Titans. Found themselves down 12 in this one. Now it's 21-17. It's a 4-point deficit. Hunters up after one. Let's get you updated stats as we typically do after the quarters. I think this pace favors the Titans, especially from a defensive standpoint. They want to keep this right around 75, 80 points. So 21-17. Price with 5. Tyler with 10. No core white for the Hunters this evening. For the Titans, Blair 4. Flynn 2. Zhang 2. Hartnell 6. Very active. Tyler White's 3. Price missed it. They'll get the rebound and they'll bring it right back out one more time. Little handoff. Daniels. And again, touches that end line, and that's kind of been the bugaboo with some of these players not familiar with the venue. 21-17, Hunters up by 4, 9:26 to go. Titans moving right to left. That extra pass. That's a thing of beauty. Working for the right shot, getting the right shot, the open look, making the right basketball play. Speaking of which, Regalo with the drop-off and the dish. Hunters lead it by 3, 23-20. Minute in. What a baby. Hook with the left hand. Baker picks up the dribble, drops it off. Baker had a really nice week one as well. Contested shot, good defense right there by the Titans. Opportunity to take the lead with a bucket here, trailing 23-22. 8:10 to go in this first quarter. They'll swing it. There it is. Excellent job. Michael Ramey, 6'5", American guard. They brought him over because he's a knockdown 3 specialist, and right back the other way. Baker glide into the tin with the left hand. 7:30 to go in the second quarter. That's the second time now the Hunters allowed that opening right in the lane, and that's a pretty much uncontested shot. Naga is going to take advantage of that all night long, coming back the other end, the Hunters. So, again, you can just see, the talent on the floor right now for both these teams. Two-man game. Drop off, Zhang, catch and shoot off balance 3 off the mark, tipped around. McCall on the floor. knotted up at 27. Edsel. Naga to the line. The lefty can't get the first one to drop. Under 7 to play in the second quarter. Missed them both. Naga. Gonna have to start getting up on these shooters a little more if you're the Titans. Two-man game again. Oh, might have gone away with a little bit of a walk underneath with the right hand. Good finish. Naga again. Why not? That's off the mark. 30-29. Hunters up by 6 to go in the second quarter. Picks up the dribble. Wide open look. Gonna knock that down. Clean look for Zhang. Doesn't fall. Coming back the other way. Baker tries to draw the contact. Body's crashing to the floor. What's the call? So the Hunters will have it. We'll get it at the end line. 5:45 to go in the second quarter. Low scoring game. We expected this to be a kind of one of those street ball, physical type of games. Turnover, Hunters. Jailbreak opportunity coming back the other end. And good rebound and a follow through right there. Uncontested. Flynn off the miss. Nobody boxed him out. And the Titans take the lead, 31-30. Daniels. His game is predicated when he puts it on the floor and goes to the basket and draws a double team. You just see right there, again, the guard play, you see the Titans with those veteran guards. They know exactly the basketball move to make. Baker drew the contact. He's going to go to the line. That's what he did brilliantly in week 1. Was able to draw the contact consistently. And nothing was there when the shot wasn't dropped, and he went right to the basket. 4:42 to go in the second. Substitution comes in for the Hunters. Norris checks in. They're going to need his offensive output as this game progresses. Baker drops home the first. Averaging 12, 6, and 3 dimes. Second is good. 4:42 to go in the second quarter. 33-32. Titans found themselves down 4 after 1, 21-17. You saw the defensive presence in the inside altering that shot. I know it's not the start to the game that Blair wanted, but he needs to stay within himself. And Garrett Richardson was the one that affected that shot, clogging up the lane in the middle. Titans love to use a lot of the spacing on the floor, the ball movement, that extra pass. Just a methodical offensive approach. Everyone's going to touch the ball. You rarely see that ISO ball. Once in a while, if the matchup is there, you'll see it. But more times than not, they want to move the ball around. See right there? Again, idea good, execution wasn't there. 2-on-1 opportunity. Baker uncharacteristically misses, gets the rebound, but they're going to call it on the floor. I don't think they're going to count the bucket. Plains up by 1, 33-32. See, they'll pull Baker out and draw that double. See, that releases Blair, and you don't need it with that nice jump shot. 3-point lead for the Titans, 35-32, under 3 to play in the second. But that's what they want. They want to draw those defenders out. Baker has it. Looking for the screen. In traffic, picks up the dribble. And rolling right to the bucket. So they'll switch. Daniels was on Blair, and then Baker was on Blair. You're going to get it. That was an offense. See, that's a tough call. Offensive call. Offensive foul. You know, just kind of a little love tap the defender just to clear out a little bit. That's a tough call, but they've been calling that over the last 2 weeks, and they're trying to clear out like that. Price can knock it home. Another opportunity. Norris been quiet. Got to get going. Left hand and right on cue. Home. Norris had that really solid week 1 effort. He's scoring from all over the place. Hunter was regaining the lead, 36-35. We knew it was going to be a back and forth seesaw battle on the Titans. Here we go. Buckle up. Daniels now. Daniels threw it away. We'll drop it off. This is fun basketball to watch. Tyler again, number 7. Back tap. Flames have it. Did they reset? Little Flame bounce. Went under a minute to go in this second quarter. Fast pace. Knotted up at 39. Little body check right there. Zhang. He's going to get called for it. So Norris with 6, Price with 5, Baker with 7, McGallo with 7, also 5 rebounds and a couple dimes. Right now, this pace plays right into Thailand's hands. They want this game 75, 80 points. You know, their wins, their offense is always predicated on their defense. Can they get out and can they run? Get the rebound and get out and now run. You're going to get another offensive foul. But personally, I like to see him play a little bit, but I understand some of these calls. Hunters can hold for the last shot late, quarter number 2. Plains had it, not up at 39. Now they give it right back, and I think there's going to be another foul on the floor. Not particularly well from beyond the arc. We'll give you some halftime stats in a moment. Knotted up at 39. The second quarter. Little 2-man game. Another bad playerless turnover and an opportunity for the Hunters heave. And that's first half comes to a halt. We are knotted up at 39 apiece. We'll step aside. 2 in the books. 2 to play with. Halftime. And we'll have stats. We'll recap the first half for that. Coming back after the break. Thailand. 2026 week of Warriors League Thailand. All right, at the half, as expected, we are knotted up at 39 apiece. Let's get down to some of the halftime stats between the Titans and the Hunters. It's a dandy. It's a good one. Norris with 6 for the Hunters. Price with Tyler coming out of nowhere with 13. 4-4 from stripe as a collective unit. Just 5 of 14 from beyond the arc for the Hunters. For the Titans, again, distribution, balance scoring. Blair, 4. Magislav, 4. Flynn with 8. Ramy with 6. Zhang with 2. They are 1 of 4 stripes. They got to do a better job of getting to the line. And from beyond the arc, 3 of 13. Doing a good job on the glass with 26 rebounds. Out rebounding the Hunters 26 to 14. Remember, no white for the Hunters this evening. So we'll step aside while the third and fourth quarter coming up right after this. All right, we are ready for the third quarter. Hunters and the Titans knotted up at 39 apiece. This is Warriors League Thailand 2026. Rich Comunas here. Hope you're enjoying today's telecast and broadcast, and we've had some very competitive games. Our fourth and final game to wrap things up. The Hunters in the white. They'll have possession to start things off in this third quarter. And Daniels bringing across the timeline over to Price with a 3. Start things off. That's too much off the iron. Titans have it. Opportunity to take the lead. With back-to-back possessions, both teams respectively can knock it home. Price looking for the roll. They'll drop it off. Back over to Price, over to Daniels now. Tyler won it. He had a really nice first half. Norris has been quiet. Look out! Back door. Tyler cut into the hoop. Daniels spotted him. Wonderful vision. 41-39. Godarwich trying to create. Blair has it. Tough rebound in traffic. And they're going to get the Hunters stepping on the end line, so it'll remain with the Titans down 2, 41-39 early on in this third quarter. We gave you some stats at the half. Neither team really shooting particularly well from beyond the arc. That could change perhaps in the third and fourth quarter. Two kind of adjustments both teams are going to make. Let's see Norris get a little more involved in the offense for the Hunters, number 1. See if Daniels can work the ball in, try to penetrate. Skip past Price. That's off the mark. Tipped around. Godarwich has it. Plains want to run. Stolen away. Another turnover. So back-to-back possessions with the turnover. I think Daniels is about to say insult to injury with the foul, but it's going to be on the Titans after the turnover. I stand corrected. So the Titans will have possession side out off the foul. I'll get you updated list of who might be potentially in foul trouble. And Flynn trying to draw the contact right there, and ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Titans trailing 41-39, 7:34 to go in this third quarter. Long whip pass. Tyler has it, picks up the dribble over to Daniels. Very, very sloppy start to this third quarter. But the dunk knocks it up, 41. I see both these teams settle down a little bit. Price gets it back. That's way off the mark, not even close. And there's a turnover one more time. And it comes back another turnover. So both teams need to just settle down. Yeah, it's smooth, solid basketball played the first 2 quarters and the first 3 minutes of this third, I mean, it's been pretty bad. And off the Blair miss, finally they get to put back in the finish to take the lead 43-41, under 6 to play in this third quarter. The floor is definitely slippery. Speaking of which, timeout on the floor, 5:18 to go in this third, 43-41, Titans up by 2. Richardson with 3 fouls for the Hunters. And the only player really in foul trouble for the Titans is Maxwell with 2, I believe. And let me just double check. Yep, he's got 2. Norris is going to get tagged with the foul. Hack Blair going up. Blair's going to go to line for 2. Mark Blair, 6'3", American point guard, Rosedale, Queens, New York, Epic High School South, 2-time All-Region. Played in the TBL, 1,300-point scorer, 700 boards collectively in college. Baker, who's also been a little quiet tonight, he can start cooking. Just needs to go. Turns it away, and it's going to go back the other end. And the windmill dunk is not even remotely close. And then now the easy glide and finish. (44-41), Titans up by 3, 4:20 to go in the third. So the Hunters want to talk about it. They trail by 3, 44-41 in the third quarter. And the 4 to play. So Baker steps the line for 2. Game certainly has the feel of a game that is going to come down perhaps to the final couple of possessions in the fourth quarter. Could be free throws that decide this one. A battle of 2 very good teams. Many believe this is a potential playoff preview. Impressive in week 1. Wasn't easy, but they got their 2 points, which is very paramount and important. And right now, Titans sit with a 4-point lead. Yang trying to create, draw that double team. They'll skip it and whip it once more. They'll go back inside and count it. So the good dish and the lay-in. And that's what we were talking about, making the right basketball pass. Good assist. Blair, the recipient, he goes to the line, try to knock down the conventional three-point play. Up 4, 46-42, with 3:30 to go in this third quarter. Free throws have been a bugaboo for a lot of these teams. Off the miss and a smooth stroke. Coming back the other end. Just pulling the trigger. No hesitation whatsoever. Oh, wow. They're going to get Price on that call? They're going to get Daniels. But Blair just would not be denying. He's starting to heat up a little bit right now. Gets the line again. Norris checks out. Very quiet game thus far. And you see that the Hunters don't really have a deep bench. 50-45. Trailing by 5. Opportunity now for Blair once more to capitalize from the line. And he can't. So it sits. 5-point deficit. Baker, coast to coast, drawing the contact, doesn't get it. One at the call. Opportunity coming back the other end. Goderwitz gives it up. Zhang. Draw that double, pick up the dribble, foul line extended, turnaround. That doesn't fall. Baker has it, almost loses it. Gets it back over. And a wild shot by Lugala. Another foul on the floor with 2:25 to go in the third. That is the 15th foul on the Hunters. Two for two from the line for Blair. 7-point lead, so a little breathing room right now for the Titans with 2:13 to go. Really haven't seen the assertiveness by Norris and or Baker. Daniels hasn't been able to penetrate as much as he would like. He drops it off, wants to get it, and he's coming up a little hobbly. So he's coming back down the floor a little gingerly right now. See if he can walk it off. And he sees down on the bottom of the screen. I don't know if he just got banged right around the lower leg, ankle. We'll see. Looks to be okay as he's bringing the ball up the floor and he gives it up immediately. Price. I'm sorry, to Baker. It got rejected. Now it's coming back the other way by the Titans. Up 5. Drop off one more time. They can't convert right around the rim. They're trying to state the case for contact. Nothing doing. Lugala. Where's the call going to be this time with 55 seconds left to go in the third? And the Hunters trailing 52-47. Substitution on the floor for the Titans. Excel checks back in. Baker gives it up. Regala. So just to put it in perspective, the outside shooting tonight, right now, the Hunters, 6 of 26 from beyond the arc. And the Titans, just 2 of 15. Another settling for a lot of these three-point shots. A shot's not when you need the guards to penetrate and just be very assertive. Look, you can get points from the line. You can get points off finishes and get into the line. That's just as good as some of these takes from beyond the arc. But it's paramount right now that the shot selection, they're a little more judicious. Both teams, respectively, as we're closing in on 3 in the books. And the Titans up by 5, 52-47. And both teams are already over the limit. And both teams have struggled from the free throw line, too. Hunters obviously will take the last shot. Got to get going. 7, 6. Just a little sliver of daylight. And Baker found that crack. So 3 quarters in the books, the Titans lead at 53-50. Fourth quarter coming up on the other side. This is Warriors League Thailand 2026. All right, we get set for the fourth quarter of action. The Titans lead at 53-50. I mentioned prior to the start of the game, once we are going through the starting lineups, if you are a Hunters fan, you'll notice that there's no core white Not sure why he's not available. Obviously, he would be donning number 7. That belongs to Scott Tyler this evening with 10. And that's a huge loss because White gave him a massive presence in the middle. Long 3 Zhang. That's off the mark. But, I mean, it was felt in week 1. So you lose that big presence, that big body. And that's one of the reasons I think they've had to settle for so many of these long 3s. Regala knocks it home. Early stages in this 4th quarter. Norris with 8, Price with 5, Richardson with 2, Tyler with 15, Regala with 11. For the Titans, Blair 11, Flynn 12, Hartnett with 8, Ramey with 7. Edsel to the line. Very active tonight. A lot of minutes, very active when he's on the floor. You're looking for that offensive efficiency. You're looking at plus minus. He's giving them good minutes and good production. Doesn't always show up in the stat sheet. Off the glass. You got to be kidding me. With the bank? Wow. I don't know if that was called. 57-56. Little spin move by the big man. Can't convert, though. Daniels wants to get out and run with the jailbreak and a missed opportunity. Saw Baker and he slipped. He couldn't handle it. Norris is going to help him up. That slippery surface. How about Regala tonight? 3 of 6 from beyond the arc for the Hunters. 8.5 to go in this 4th quarter. 57-56. Titans lead it by 1. Daniels trying to body up on Blair. They don't face guard him. They give him a clean look. Well short with the 3 ball. Just skims the front of the iron. Baker with the handoff. Over to Price. Back over to Norris, who's been quiet. Count it! Goodell Norris knocks down a 3. 14 on the night. That was a big 3. 1 under 8 to go. Hunters regain the lead, 59-57. Back the other way, the Titans. They can't convert off the glass. Ripped around, little loose change. Bodies flying all over the place. Hunters want to push it right now. They've got numbers, 4 on 2. There's your drop off. And the contact was made. Baker goes to the line. So as I said, Norris quiet knocks home that big 3 and kind of takes back the momentum with under 8 to play in this 4th quarter. Baker at the line for 2 with a chance to push it to 4. But Blair's going to check out. The second is good. Daniels harassing. Tried to go for the steal. They get the turnover. Naga, who will step back and fire and pull the trigger, hit a couple, doesn't drop. Zhang now wants to push it with his head up and throws it away. That's a costly turnover by the Titans. 6:30 to go, and they trail this one 60-57. Wasn't sure what the call was moments ago. Daniel's going to walk it up the floor across the timeline. So you're going to get the technical. Plus you'll get out Hunter's basketball. And that tee was on the Titans coach after that turnover, because I didn't see it either. But in any event, Ramirez got tagged with it, 61-57. The 4-point lead right now for the Hunters. Good defense. Smothered the lane right there. Oh, the three from the corner, though. That might have been Norris again. Just as I said, he's had a quiet game. Couple big buckets, and now all of a sudden the lead is 7. Baker's going to get charged with the hand check in there. A little too overly physical. So a little breathing room right now for the Hunters. 64-57 with a couple big buckets by Fidel Norris. And you have the tee on Coach Ramirez for the Titans. Two-man game. Left hand, count it. Oh, they needed that one desperately. Stop the bleeding. Flynn drawing the contact, finishes with the left hand. He goes to the line. Shaping up to be a fantastic finish right now. Flynn with 12, looking for his 13th point. Well, that tee was big because you get the free throw, and coming back the other end, you get the three-pointer, and that 4-point swing, and now it sits at 5. Norris wanted to pull the trigger, wanted that matchup, a little out of control, got to pick up the dribble, almost turns it away. They'll swing it one more time. Baker now wants to put it on the floor. Drew the contact quickly with 5:25 to go, and the Hunters up 64-59. The Titans got to be careful right now. Certainly don't want to get hit with another tee. We're approaching the 5-minute mark in this fourth quarter. I'm going to stay with the Hunters. Daniels tried to penetrate and go baseline. They took it away from him. And Baker will inbound it. Got to watch Norris right now. They free him up. He's got the ball right now. In that corner, see if he takes his man one-on-one. Draws that double team, floater, and can't convert. Under 5 right now, in a 5-point deficit. Goderwich. That doesn't fall. Daniels has it. And an easy jailbreak opportunity on the assist. Just out of the outstretched reach And now all of a sudden it's back up 66-59 under 4:50 to play. I don't know if they wanted that shot. Nonetheless, Edsel on the follow with the left hand off the glass. Baker drawing the contact once more. He'll go to the line. (66-61). Hunters up by 5. Low scoring game as we anticipated. Defensive struggle at times. Neither team has shot particularly well from beyond the arc. The Hunters, no White, but Tyler's done a good job filling the bill and giving them some good production. Norris started off kind of slow, then started to come on with 11, and now he scored 8 in the fourth quarter, and he's got a team high 19. 67-61, under 4 to play in this fourth. Hunters lead it by 6. Couple opportunities, and they can't finish. End line, and should be Titans ball. You don't need a 3 here. Plenty of time. Just work it in, or give it to your bread and butter. Got caught up. 2-on-1 opportunity. Give it right back, and they do. And the contact was drawn, and that's coming off the turnover. I think Blair just got caught up in the air, turned it over, uncharacteristic. 2-on-1 opportunity for the Hunters coming back the other way, and they're trying to cash in and just continue to just little more breathing room with 3:32 to go, and they're up by 6. 67-61. All right, so let's reset with 3:28 to go. (67-61) foul situation. Right now, Richardson 5 for the Hunters. Daniels has 3. Foul trouble for the Titans. Edzo with 3. Zhang with 2. Other than that, no real harm. Final 3:28. Always special thank you to the Warriors League Thailand 2026 crew doing yeoman-like work this afternoon into evening on a Saturday as we are completed 3 games. We're looking to finish off the 4th one in style, and a couple teams trying to pick up 2 more points. We also encourage you to get social with us. Follow us on IG, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well at Warriors Thailand. Both free throws knocked home. 8-point deficit. Edsel with it in traffic. Gets it to drop. As I said, the minutes, the contribution, the energy that he's giving this Titan squad. Under 3 to play. They double, see if they can cause a turnover. They did a good job. They're not going to get it. They just got it over. Long 3. Down 6. And a 3 ball from ND, a big one. The 1 possession game, 2:35 to go in this fourth. And this is when they talked about their defense late in the game. Got a lockdown right now. Can't let Norris pop 3 in and out. That doesn't fall. A 3 will tie it. 2:15 to go in this fourth quarter. White's got nailed. Or pardon me. I'm sorry. I thought that was White. It's not. Ramy. 6'5" guard. He's also another three-point specialist. Spent time in Iraq, Colombia, Mexico. Gives him production off the bench. So you got a couple of three-point shooters on the floor right now. And number 4 and number 29. You got the playmaker with the ball in his hands. Blair, money time, under 2 to go. Working hard for the shot and count it. Oh, they're going to get him with the travel. No, they're going to get him with steps or not. Now that's continuation. Well, for a minute they were going to call him for travel. But he finished off the play brilliantly, drew the contact, and he goes to the line. The best offensive weapon right now on the floor. So a little discussion here. 69-68. Basket was good. 1:47 to go. We talked about last possessions in this fourth quarter. We talked about it during the opening and also free throws. Always playing a part in games like this. Blair 3 of 6 from the line. An opportunity to tie it up at 69 if he can drop it home with a $1:47 to go in this fourth quarter. Can't convert. Lead sticks at 1. Winners can burn a little clock right now. See if Daniels creates. Look for number 1, Norris. Daniels find a little slither. Picks up the dribble, though. He needs a little help. And they turn it away. No, wait. They're going to get the reaching call. Oh, that's a rough call. Norris was sliding to the basket. And they're going to get called with the reaching. They got what they wanted defensively. Daniels picking up his dribble. So Norris steps to the line for 2 big free throws. His first 2 from the charity stripe tonight. He's got 19. Missed the first. Oh, he missed them both. Titans can take the lead with a bucket, trailing 69-68. $1:30 to go. Got to get Blair the possession. Got to get Blair the ball. They turn it around. Baker has it with the steal. And an easy lay-in. Inopportune turnover right there. 71-68. That's a tough off-balance shot, though. That's not the shot they wanted right there. I know they were trying to draw the contact. I think that was a little panic right there offensively by the Titans, down 3. Sometimes you got to pull it back out and reset. You've seen Blair's been able to convert and go to the line. Now they need to get a stop. So again, look for Norris. Maybe Daniels gets it back over his hands. Daniels has it. They'll draw to 3. Norris coughing corner 3. That's way off the mark. And which direction are they going to go? That should go the other way. Then got pulled down. 52 seconds to go, and it's a 3-point contest. And you don't want to belabor the point, but here we go. Both teams over the limit. It might be decided from the charity strike. Baker doing a little yapping right there. The second of two. Zhang knocks home the first. Does a good job. Those are his first 2 free throws of the evening, and he knocks him down. 71-70, under 52 seconds to go. They're going to press a little bit and try to get that turnover. Zhang on Baker. Baker trying to split. Gives it up. Wants to receive it. They'll double again. They'll kick out. Float it again. That doesn't fall. Plains have an opportunity at 1, 71-70. Going to go inside. Underneath. Can't convert. Edsel gets his own rebound. Can't convert. Second time, third time. There's a call on the floor with 22 seconds to go. And the Hunters up 71-70. And Blair will step to the charity strike with 22 seconds to go. Three of 7 from the line is Mark Blair. 15 on the night. Knocks home the first one calmly. We are knotted up at 71 apiece. Second, he left it short. Hunters can play for the last shot. Under 20 seconds to go. Knotted up at 71 apiece. Daniels with the ball. Look for Norris. Or Baker. Daniels now. 12, 11. Got to get going. See if Baker sets a screen. Daniels and ISO. 5, 4. They're going to get a rush shot here. Got to get something going. Zhang harassing. Excellent job. Baker's got to chuck it up. Oh, that is an absolutely brutal possession late. Absolutely brutal possession by the Hunters. Nowhere wherewithal whatsoever. Excellent job defensively by the Titans. And we are knocked up at 71 after 4. And a little extra stanza basketball in Thailand. Warriors League 2026. Why not? Really bad last possession by the Titans. They just allowed the clock to wind down. They should have got going. You got to have your head up, see how much time you got. By the time Daniel started and gave it over to Baker, an excellent job by the Titans defensively. They sniffed that out and they doubled and they slid over appropriately, and Zhang caused a disruption and they forced a bad shot, and that's where we sit. 5 minutes of extra time. We thought going in, this was a playoff preview. We thought going in, 75-ish points would suit both teams, and we knew it was going to come down to free throws and late in the game. So here we have it, 3 for 3, 71, knotted up the piece, 5-minute extra stanza. Hunters with the ball to start things off in the extra stanza. A little shake and bake stop, doesn't fall. Zhang with the rebound, rips it down. Juice pushes it. They'll kick out, thought about it, pulls the trigger, doesn't get the friendly bounce. Hunters have it. And Tyler, who's playing in place of poor White, doing an excellent job tonight. Daniels and I now see if he atones for that mistake late in the game. 3 ball. Well short. Blair has it, wants to settle things down. 4:23 to go in this extra stanza. If I'm the Hunters, I try to work Norris into the equation and let Baker create. Flynn has it, drops off to Zhang. Foul line extended. He'll pull out. Edsel clears. Back over. They almost turn it over, or do they? Goddard is stating his case, but it is a turnover. Titans. So it'll go back in the Hunters' possession. Blair on Daniels. Price now. In the lane, Slithers kicks out. 3 ball. That's well short. Good box out job by Zhang. Got caught up again, though. Now it's coming back the other way. Sloppy first 30 seconds of this extra stanza. And that's off the front of the island. They can't convert. Blair has it now. They want to get going. The Titans. Coffin corner. Zhang. That's off the mark as well. Blair skies for the rebound. Off the glass. Count it. 73-71. 3:15 to go in this extra stanza. Titans up by 2. Hunters look a little out of sync right now. Stutter step. Off balance shot. Back tap. Titans have it. They're going to slow it down. Up by 2. 2:52 to go. Edsel wants it with a little left, and he gets it. The 4-point lead. 75-71 for the Titans. Regala, long 3. I'm a little surprised. Several possessions, and number 1 hasn't touched the ball for the Hunters. 75-71, 2:22 to go. See if Blair just creates with Daniels on him. That's a good matchup for Blair. Gives it up. Flynn, hop, skip, and a jump. Can't convert, but the big man kick out. Corner. That doesn't fall. Hunters now pushing it. Oh, almost got away with a travel. Back the other way. They've got numbers. And no one boxed out, and that's because the Hunters never got back on defense. And they want to call a timeout. They want to talk about it. So you go from that last possession in regulation, which was sloppy and they couldn't get a shot off, to now 6-0 spurt by the Titans. Hunters find themselves down 77-71. For the Hunters, Norris with 19, Tyler with 15, Baker with 13. Regala has had some big buckets with 14. For the Titans, Blair, 20, Edsel, 12, Flynn, 14. A lot of production from the bench as well. (77-71). Hunters trying 6. Baker has it. Contested shot, wanted the contact, not going to get it. Go look inside. And a nice run right now to start this extra stanza. 8-0 run. Baker again. Daniels thought about it. They'll swing it. 3. Shots not falling, and the Titans can feel it right now. With 1:11 to go in this extra stanza. And it all started late from the charity stripe and then defensively that last possession, and the Hunters have never responded. They haven't been able to regroup. They're down 8 with 1:07 to go in overtime. Second is good. This would be a huge win early on in this tournament. I mean, a gut check win. And I told you, Coach Ramirez mentioned it's all about defense, and attitude. And there you see it. They're scrapping, they're clawing, they're flying all over the place right now. Daniels got caught up off the glass, can't convert, tipped around, a little loose change, bodies crashing again. Titans have it. Zhang wants to slow it down. With 1:07 to go, gets across the timeline, almost picked up the dribble and turns it over. And you got a player down at the other end of the floor. That looks like Daniels, I believe, who's been banged up tonight. Certainly not 100%, but shown a tremendous amount of heart. And right now, the Titans in very comfortable position, up 9, 80-71 with 48 seconds to go. And if they win this one, it could be a tone setter the rest of this tournament. And for the Hunters, they're going to be kicking themselves with those last several possessions, especially the last one in regulation. And scored in this extra stanza. And that might be it. Price loses it. We are knotted up at 71. Spin move by Blair. Off the glass, counted, and that might be it. Why not? A 9-0 spurt in overtime. What a gut check win right now. A little exclamation point. And the finish. That's a heck of a win by the Titans this evening. And that's how it's going to play out right now. Hunters, they're going to have an opportunity, obviously, regroup with action tomorrow, but this one's not going to sit well. The final, once again, in extras, the Titans 84, the Hunters 71. I hope you enjoyed today's telecast and our broadcast. 4 in the books, another slate of Warriors League Thailand 2026 in the books. To our entire crew, phenomenal effort. Don't forget to get social with us. As always, I'm Rich Quinones. We will talk to you again courtside. The final once more, Titans 84, the Hunters 71.